Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. My name is Nicole Spirit. I'm super happy to bring you a short and easy class. It's all about love, it's all about the heart, and this class is just simply love yoga. So wherever you are today, I hope this opening finds you well, and just in case everything isn't quite perfect, then I'm here to give you a little boost and a reminder that you are greatly loved, dear butterfly. Today I'm starting my class seated in hero's pose, Vajrasana, and I decided to take my favorite heart pillow and sit on it. Another variation that you might choose is to take the bottom of your mat and sit on that. It gives you a little extra lift, so it feels like you've got a chair underneath, and that is a super nice feeling. So today I wanted to practice some compassion, and I wanted to introduce ahimsa, the word that means non-harming or non-violence. And this is not only a word that means physical action, but it's also about non-harming in ourselves, within our thoughts. So we'll start with our palms facing up. Take the right hand and cup it a little bit, and then take your left hand and put it in the right hand, and just let your thumbs touch for a moment. Create a bowl, an energy that feels like you're holding this generously beautiful bowl or vessel that contains rainbow light. And according to the book, The Bowl of Light by Hank Wesselman and one other person, it's all about the shamanistic practice where it's believed that children are born with a rainbow bowl of light in their belly. And this comes from a Hawaiian tradition, part of the system of Huna, some of the sacred Hawaiian spirituality. So just use your visualization now, maybe close your eyes to sense or feel a beautiful bowl that you're holding at your belly, and it's filled with rainbow light. And you might even imagine that if there are any hard thoughts or any resentments, that these come into the bowl of light like little pebbles or stones. What we want to do is let them go. Quick side note, if you're not comfortable sitting in this position, you can always sit on your buns in a traditional easy pose, Sukhasana. So make sure you're comfortable, make sure your heart is open here. Take a nice deep breath where you visualize all of your chakras and energy centers opening and vibrating and spinning the best wheel of light for you today. The word chakra translates to a wheel of light or energy, a vortex. So maybe you just gently sense or feel the 7 primary chakras within your own body, all illuminated now, the subtle energy system, following the colors of the frequency of the rainbow: red at the root, orange at the navel, gold or sunshine at solar plexus, green at the heart, blue at the throat, indigo at the third eye, and purple at the crown. And just give one more breath where you wash through all of your chakras or energy centers. A big cleansing, conscious breath, and then an exhale and a loosening and a softening, a letting go. Good. With a nice smooth breath, we're now going to take our bowl and we're going to bring it up over our heads like Ho Tai Buddha. And he's the happy Buddha with his arms over his head. So we take our bowl, big inhale breath, and we imagine that anything that isn't of the highest good of rainbow light is going to come out of the bowl. So overhead, and then on your exhale breath, you lean forwards, you tip out the bowl, and you laugh. Inhale, come back. Gently let your hands settle back to the bowl of light at your heart, and then we'll do it again. Continue breathing, and on an exhale, gently we float the arms up overhead and tip out the bowl. See if you want to laugh or release or soften a bit more. Come back up. Continue softly breathing here. Use your best visualization. What does your bowl of light look like? What vessel might it be in? I love my beautiful singing bowl from Tibet, which has 7 precious metals. And I visualize something like that as my bowl of light, filled with this most beautiful, amazing energy that we can't see, but we visualize or feel. Keep your breath nice and smooth. And imagine that any pebbles or any hardness, any thoughts that no longer serve you, any trauma, anything that we want to let go of is going to be released in this next exhale breath. So we inhale. Notice, sense, feel this bowl of light. Imagine how beautiful it is, and we'll gently bring it up over our head. And on the exhale breath, we're going to bow down, tip the bowl out. All of the pebbles or hard stuff falls out. Maybe we laugh. And then we bring our hands back to our belly. Thumbs touch gently. Right supports the left. The masculine supports the feminine. And don't worry if it feels like you want to do the feminine supporting the masculine. It's all just pluses and minuses, ones and zeros. So we're just frying. We're trying to find balance within our own subtle energy system. Your spine is your Sushumna Nadi. And then we've got these 2 beautiful lines of energy that overlap our spine. The Ida and the Pingala. So we've got the masculine and the feminine, and they weave their way around our chakras and out the crown. Good. Let's release off of our hero's pose. You can take your block or little pillow off to the side. If you were in easy pose, you might want to just switch and put the other leg in front. So let's sit up with a tall spine, hands on the knees, and we're going to do some spinal circles. Take a moment to make sure your heart is open. You're projecting and radiating love and light from your heart center, thinking of it more as a whole universe onto itself rather than just an organ of the heart and lungs around it. So maybe we even visualize a garden or some beautiful, really ephemeral, beautiful, delicious place at our heart. Take your chest to the left knee, big inhale across to the right, and then exhale around back. I want you to churn up your kundalini energy, your spiritual energy. And remember that the word yoga is the union or yoke of the body and the breath and the mind. This is meant to feel like a nice internal massage. And we'll just do a couple more circles in this direction. This is your own internal lovely gift to yourself. And on the exhale breath, next time we come back up, just pause and arrive with stillness. Maybe a little bit of an inner smile transfers from your face all the way down to all the cells of the body, even to the toes, to the farthest star. And then we'll go the other way with our Sufi grinds, with our spinal circles. Inhaling now from right knee to left, exhaling around back. You can push the opposite knee away as you travel away from it. Make this feel comfortable and soothing and kind. And this is more of a meditation than a full asana practice. And we're here to access that beautiful energy that you are greatly loved, and you should feel that way all the time. So we might need to do that from the inside out, and we might need to be reminded. If you're going through the year of the caterpillar, you might still be breaking down or releasing and letting go. So let's come back to nice tall spine on the next exhale breath. The last final spiral to just arrive and be tall and be in a space where you are feeling like you are receiving joy and love and light that you deserve. It's your birthright. We'll take the arms and float them out to the sides. We're going to give ourselves a big hug, big breath. And then on your exhale, use your fingers to kind of walk around your shoulders, maybe even give yourself a teeny little shoulder massage. And maybe you tell yourself a compliment. Challenge yourself to say something true and kind, and watch your thoughts. Notice if there's any ahimsa or harming thoughts, or I should say violent thoughts. So we want ahimsa, non-harming. Take the next breath, float your arms open, and then we'll go the other arm on top. So again, give yourself a little hug here. See if you've got a little bit of time and energy to give yourself a teeny tiny little massage into the shoulders. The arms are wings, so it's like our heart has these big two giant wings. And my favorite symbol is the Sufi symbol, the heart with two wings reaching out. One more breath, tell yourself something nice. At the very least, I love me. And in case no one told you, I love you. Let's release the arms now, just a little shake off of anything that doesn't feel really kind and compassionate. Good. And then we're going to just simply roll onto our back. So take a moment, bring your legs out long, and right before we go down, we're going to create our little love cave. So bend your knees, wrap your arms around your legs, and just let your head sink down. This is such a nice practice where you imagine that you're in that little space. It's like the little burrowed up caterpillar in the cocoon, just letting nature take its course, allowing the imaginal cells to change the caterpillar to a butterfly. And the head is just gently resting and softly in this little space of metamorphosis, of unconditional love and profound healing and change. Keep the breath conscious. Let's come up a little bit more to a tall spine. How's your smile? Are you kind of melting yet? If you are, I'm happy. All right. This is something my aunt would say when she learned just a little bit of English, and she would say, I am happy girl. And it still makes me giggle and think of her. And then I think of my dad, and he would call me Nicole Pickle. So Nicole Spirit has many different names, feelings, energies. So when you arrive, maybe you've placed your pillow so that you can arrive with your head there. Reach your legs out long. Just bring your arms to the sides. And we're going to bring the knees slowly up and into the chest, coming into wind release, Pavanmuktasana. Give yourself a hug, and just like the name suggests, this is so good for wind releasing and for digestion. So do this in the bed, your bed in the morning before you get up. And this is super good for getting things going. Try to avoid drinking coffee the first thing of the day, because you've been swallowing all of your saliva all night. Your stomach is way too acidic to just throw coffee in on an empty stomach. Maybe just start with a nice warm glass of water. Let's release our right leg down to the floor. Keep your left knee in and up, and maybe you'll just mightily bring your head, neck, and shoulders up and curl into one leg wind release. Ekapada Pavanmuktasana. It's a bit of a Sanskrit mouthful, but it's very beautiful to honor the words and the traditional language that the yoga poses are based on. Let's release the left leg, right knee floats in and up. And then we've got some extra love from the dogs. Give yourself a hug on the right side now. We've got Puka Dog and Puppy Finn in the house. Adding to our nice, soft love vibration. You can lift up the head, neck, and shoulders and squeeze into one leg wind release. Good. And then float your head back to the floor. Float your right leg down to the floor. Come here, my little puppy. And then we're gonna finish off shaking like a bug on its back. So take your knees up, your hands up, and I just want you to shake and create a bit of vibration and friction, and also just to loosen and soften and let go of what no longer works. Shake it out. Breathe. Enjoy getting into the wrists and the ankles, the elbows and the knees, and even the hips and the shoulders a little bit. And then we're going to finish off by creating an energy ball and washing over our whole body. So bring the hands together, rub, rub, rub. Create some warmth and light. Big fun. Rub, 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 and then gently just allow the fingers to come apart and back together. Don't quite touch, and see if you can sense or feel energy between your hands. And then gently just washing from the top of your body all the way down your body. You might even bring your knees and legs up and wash as though you're just floating this energy ball gently down your body 3 times. And you can visualize this as well. And breathe. Good. Then release the legs out in shavasana, corpse pose. Take a moment to make sure you're comfortable. Maybe you cover with a blanket, or just gently cover your eyes. Take a few more breaths and see if you can sense or feel me sending you energy right now. This is from my experience as a Reiki master. And the word Reiki is the Japanese word that means the transfer of unconditional love and energy. It's only positive energy that we would ever send or share. So for the next minute, I'm going to imagine sending your heart beautiful love so that you can feel that precious energy of your butterfly awakening. This wasn't a challenging class, but it was meant to open up any issues or energies that you have that might be blocking love from coming to you, your unconditional loving joy and kindness that is your birthright. So let's just breathe together as I send you love. As we learn Reiki too, we learn symbols that allow for distance healing. And I've created this symbol now. And from my heart to yours, sending you unconditional love and light. And if you're not needing any energy today, that's okay too. Thank you for receiving. If you feel generous, you can like this little class, you can maybe share it, or you might even gently send love from your heart back to all open hearts that are wishing for that energy right now. So I hope you have the best day ever. See if you can imagine having a wonderful sleep tonight as well. And we'll bring the hands together to finish our practice at the heart. Maybe just a little bow of your chin. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for loving me. I know I'm a weirdo.